Sound rolling.
This is a relaxed discussion, Daddy. Viewers, we are here at the residence of PA Mokorrow Chunga
Elias.
Mokorrow Chunga Elias.
Yes.
Okay. So he's one of the icons of the Mundum culture, the Mundum village, the Mundum dynasty. I don't know how I can call it. It's a great village. It's a great tradition. So we always have this. We have this attitude of writing down history. That was yesteryears. But now we find ourselves in the modern era. The modern era where we have electronic gadgets. We don't want to write history. We want those who have the wisdom in their mind to speak out history. We want to record history. We want to listen to history. We want to watch, want to look at history. So viewers of this great family, you are all welcome, and we are happy you sit down and you get patient a bit and you listen to what our daddy has to tell us. So Daddy, good morning.
Good morning.
It's a very bright day in Bamenda today.
It looks like that.
It looks.
For a long time, I've not been able to sit in the sun.
For a long time?
Yes.
Why that? Is it the rain or your health, or why can't you sit in the sun?
It's my health.
Your health?
Which put me most of the time on bed.
Okay. But I see you today, you are strong, and look, you can hold a spear or a sword and fight one of those ancient battles that we had in those days.
I'm not really strong, but I still have a little mind. I can still remember small.
You can still remember small.
I've forgotten a lot of things. Sometimes I have an idea to tell somebody, I call him. After some time I forget of the idea. He now comes, I've forgotten why I called for him.
But before we get into our discussion proper, you once told me something, that you say only what people have told you to say.
I can
You can remember.
I can remember what I've heard.
What you've heard, yes.
And what I have seen.
And what you've seen.
And perhaps what I've done.
And what you've done. It therefore means, as I told you, you can remember only words of wisdom. And that is our reason for being here today. We need to get from you first-hand words of wisdom. So we'll start by asking you, who are you? If someone enters this compound and says, I'm looking for the father of this compound, and you come out, and the person asks you, who are you? I don't know your names. I just said your names in the camera, but I want to get first-hand information from you, so that it shouldn't look like yes.
Your parents, your background.
So tell me, what are your names? Where do you come from? Tell us a bit about your background, from your names and your background.
My name is Mokorrow Chunga Elias.
Yes.
I am Mundum man.
A Mundum man.
Mundum man.
Yes.
About the family, my mother comes from Mankon.
From Mankon. Okay.
My grandmother from Bafut.
Bafut, yes.
My great grand from Bafut. It happened that because of difficulties in the family, from Bafut to Mankon, Mankon to Mundum, that is I seem to know more of my mother's
history. The mother's side.
My mother's side,
yes,
than my
your
father's side.
Means you were more attached to the mother's side. If I
yes,
can,
I believe that I'm more attached to the mother's side than the father's side.
Okay.
But I have a good idea of both. You can
at least give us an idea of
about my mother's side and about my father's side.
Okay, let's start with the side that you don't know much about. Tell us a bit about your father's side.
I was born about 1929.
1929, okay.
Yes, following historical facts.
Okay.
I traced that I was born 1929. In Tambu.
Tambu. Where is that?
Mundum 1.
Okay, okay.
I still know where I was born.
Where is that precisely?
Anibara.
Nibara.
Tambu, Nibara.
Okay. Is that the name of a quarter? Is that the name of a house? What is
Nibara? That means the place which is most leveled around that area.
Okay, the most level place around that area.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
In Tambu.
Okay.
And that one Tambu means a hill with dogs.
Yeah.
Tambu hill with dogs.
Yes.
Dog hill.
Did you know about that?
Yeah.
A hill with dogs because
dog.
The people were all hunters.
Hunters, okay.
Yes. The people were hunters.
Okay.
Yeah. I have an idea of those who were at that time.
Okay.
Yes. The families.
The families. Okay. Yes.
Your parents came from where, and how your mother came from where, your father came from where they met, and then you were born in 1929. What happened?
So when you were born,
realities?
Did you settle in Tambu? Is that where you went to school?
I was born in Tambu.
Your father came from where?
Tambu, Mokorrow.
Okay.
Original Tambu man.
Yes. Yeah.
Mother from Mankon.
Mother from Mankon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have brothers and sisters.
How many brothers did you have?
From my father's side, Ngwambo Bukwang. Come from the family. Ngwambo Bukwang. The father was Tamoukoum.
Okay, and now I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because to talk about the family, you must start from Tamoukoum.
Yeah.
Tamoukoum was not at the time I was born. Tam had died. I only heard of
about
Tamoukoum.
Okay.
Yeah. It happened that the successor of Tamoukoum was staying in Mundum.
Okay. Who was that?
If I may interrupt, I think you people you belong to a clan. It would be good if you can explain
the
from the clan
village
and then going to the Buwa.
The village Mundum and the Tamoukoum was a family head. The Buwa had so many family heads, and Tamoukoum was one.
Okay. And he was a successor. Yes.
This I never saw Tamoukoum.
Yeah, as you just said.
But the place as successor, when that successor died, I was present at the burial. Tamoukoum Temple.
Okay, so Daddy, now having had that brief recount of your date of birth, where you were born, the origin of your parents. Now, come this way. Don't touch it. Come. Go to Daddy. Now, knowing about this, I would like us to get now to the heart of the matter, because as I can go online to get some of the questions that have been asked, and if I can read the questions, here we have a contribution from Iminiba. Iminiba. Messi Niba. Yeah, it's written here Iminiba. That's the way she's written here. She says, thanks for your initiative. That we should ask you to give us a brief history of the Mundum people.
That they came through Widikum direction.
Yes.
Tewirukum.
Tewirukum means majority.
Yes.
Means majority.
Tewirukum means the majority. They were classified as Ngemba tribes, the Wirikum
Ngemba.
clan.
Wirikum clan, yes.
Wirikum clan, Ngemba tribe. So Mundum is a village, Ngemba tribe.
In Ngemba village.
Ngemba village.
Ngemba village, yes.
In the northwest province.
Okay. So that's their origin.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll ask the second question that she asked. She says, why are they presently located where they are now? Why did they choose that location? Why did they choose the present location?
Come this way.
How did they find themselves where they are now? Did they migrate? Why did they choose that place?
They have always been on the move.
Okay.
And there are people.
Yes.
Not just a village.
Okay.
There are people, not just a village.
Okay.
The idea of Mundum 1, Mundum 2 is force on them, divide and rule.
Divide and rule, okay.
Like the colonial government.
Yes, but and their movement.
Okay.
When they have stayed in many places, but they are Mundum people. That Mundum 1, Mundum 2 is imposed by at the.
Like where have they stayed? Where did they move right up to where they are?
Where did they originate?
Yes.
Did they just come from?
Examples
Yes.
of their movements. Where did they settle? There are various bases before they finally settle in Mundum.
From Wirikum, they have settled in many places.
Where did they start?
Name the places.
Where did they start? Where did they actually start?
Yes, where they started.
Because we would like to know the origin of the Mundum village. Where
the various settlements until they finally settled the Mundum.
Yeah.
Name them.
We actually need to know.
Yes.
I will be saying what I hear.
Yes. Yes.
Sure. Sure. We need to get what you heard. Yeah.
When you say Chafe, Fun. Name the change. This Fun is where you have the government's when you have the government station at Mbengwi, where you have that prison yard, that is Fun.
Yes.
Mbengwi mean the Mbengwi no. Mundum, that is where they have settled. When they left Mundum to settle at Fun, Mbengwi, precisely where you have the government prison now.
Yes.
When they left Mundum to settle there, they before first went and selected a place for himself and the family.
Yes.
Against the practice of their movement. The practice was that when they want to move to a new site, they will go and select the position of the palace before that one for Ndifo. Then the people will feed themselves where it's convenient.
Okay.
But this Ndifo now, he went and selected a place for himself. When the other disagreed, the Ndifo decided to leave and go to Chafe.
Chafe, yes.
Chafe.
That's Mundum too.
No, Chafe is from Bengui. You are coming to Mankon. Okay. You cross Abi and you cross Mizam. This word Mizam, now Mundum word. It's not a Bafut word and it's not a Mankon word. It's Mizam. Now Mundum.
Meaning? What's the meaning
of Mizam?
Mizam is a river, a large water, plenty of water flowing. Zam, 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 zam. The nung nana nung nung.
Okay.
Mizam.
So if I can understand, after this Ndifo left, where did he settle?
He settled at Chafe.
At Chafe.
At Chafe.
From Chafe, what happened?
From Chafe, they moved up to Muchus. What we call Muchus now.
Yes.
This what the Mankon people call Mundum.
Mundum.
It's Mundum country.
Yes.
And they moved from Chafe to Mundum, back to Chafe, back to Mundum, and later on moved from. Now the funny thing is that when they were at Chafe, they called themselves Mundum.
Mundum, yeah.
And those at the Fun remain at Fun. They called themselves Mundum people. They were calling themselves Mundum people. Those other one who remain at that Fun.
Fun, yeah. Yes.
They were Bumufum.
Okay.
And those who remain at that Fun.
Yes.
They were calling themselves Mundum people. And those saying that those people at Chafe were all over Chafe. So this Bumufum and Chafe.
Okay.
So the people at everybody claimed that he was a Mundum man. That the people at Fun were not Mundum people. The people at Fun, they claim were their Mundum. The people at Chafe were all over Chafe. They were not Mundum. This is
division.
The division.
They kept
up that idea for a very long time.
Yeah.
So when you see Njindom, Gundom, most of the names in Mita and the names in Mundum, they are the same.
Okay.
You go Mita now, you get Ngofo.
Ngofo, yes. You have name like Ngofo, yeah?
Yeah. You get name like Fondom. You get name like Ndam.
Okay.
So
So from what you are saying now, with this conclusion now, it gives us now why they choose the present location where the Mundum people are. After migrating,
so this,
left finally.
so those people at Funa, they kept on migrating.
yes,
Wherever they say, they will say Bumufuma.
Bumufuma.
And they did not want to hear that name. They wanted to be called Mundum people.
Mundum. So they had to. It never means
finally today it's like Mundum 2 is called Bechafe.
Bechafe.
Mundum 1 is called Bumufu.
No, Mundum
okay,
1.
Mundum 1 is Bechafe.
Yeah,
Then
Bechafe.
Mundum 2 is Bumufu.
In the eyes of
the various parties.
yes.
And Mundum 1 looks at Mundum 2 as Bumufu. Mundum 2 looks at Mundum 1 as Bechafe. And then all of them claim they are Mundum, the original Mundum.
I mean, there is still an in-house fight on position and recognition between
now the colonial government came and enhanced it by separating the other Mundum 1 and.
I now understand. So that let's go now to the next question, right? The next question, which talks of she says
he has to tell us about which phone was there at Alamundum before they finally
first phone at that time.
The phone which phone took them to Mundum. We should know the phone who took them to Mundum.
Is Sanchiri.
Okay. Yes. And who was the phone in Alamundum? Who was the phone before Asanchiri took from who? Who was ruling them at Alamundum and Chafe and all that area?
That is what I'm not.
Because I'm hearing of one Sunni. I don't know if after Asanchiri or before.
I do not know the order of because there are all these ones that come up blah 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 blah.
So you don't know the phone before Asanchiri? You don't know the phone who ruled them in Alamundum before Asanchiri now took them to Mundum?
No.
Okay, then continue from Asanchiri. From Asanchiri.
Who took over?
No, Asanchiri took them to Mundum. He tell us about the journey, how they finally settled the Mundum.
That was 18 something. So I can only say what I hear.
Okay.
Yes. Not what I see.
What you saw, yeah.
When I heard that this Asanchiri died.
Yes.
And his successor, Abine,
yeah,
argued that his father had said Mundum people should go back to Muchus, Upper Mundum.
Just a moment.
Thank you.
So as we were saying before that interruption, you were to give us the chiefs who actually took the people finally to their place, as you were asking here.
So, the one we're here.
Yes.
Not the one where Sham.
Okay.
Now, Asanchiri.
Yes.
He only followed the other Bobunto who were already down there. Asanchiri was the chief when they settled in Bariwi.
Okay.
Before reaching Bariwi, that Mufum had already come and gone below, passed through Bariwi to Mufum, no?
Okay, yeah.
That phone had already gone right, having a boundary with Babazi and Bijang.
Bijang, yes.
Bijang. So the Asante followed, but other prince who were hunter to Berwi.
Okay. So it means the first quarter where the Mundum people settled was the Mberewi quarter,
Berwi,
which is now the host quarter of the palace.
Yeah, where the palace is.
Okay. It means from there they started migrating to the other quarters.
They migrated to the other quarter under Abine.
Abine, yeah.
Because when Asante died, this Abine Mbotomugu succeeded him, and he said that Asante on dying wanted all the Mundum people to return to Muchus. Allah Mundum. So the call the word that onward ever, backward never. You are determined to go forward. You go forward. You come backward. You be victimized. Njo. You carry balok. So when I did this Asante died, he said that Abine said that his father Asante before dying said that Mundum people to go back to Muchus.
Okay.
So this Abine actually was deceived.
Yes.
Left Berwi with a group of people. Before they reached Muchus, the phone of Mankon and the phone of Muta have already occupied Mundum.
Yes.
The phone of Mankon was now trying to push his people right to the Mizam River.
Okay.
And the phone of Muta was also pushing his people even over the
Mizam.
Over the Mizam.
Yes.
So Abine did not find a place to stabilize himself.
Palace to settle down.
Yes.
He went right to bombing. He was from bombing.
It's around Bengui.
Yeah, around Bengui, bombing.
Okay.
After Bengui, going up there.
Yeah.
He was claiming right to Mundum.
Okay.
Right down to even Berwi.
The phone of Meta.
Abine was the son of
Abine was
Asante.
claiming right down to Mbome.
He was claiming right down to Berwi.
From where right down to Berwi?
From Bome?
From Bome in Bengui.
Yes. But he was claiming language, the phone of Mankon and the phone of Bome had already divided it
among
themselves.
Okay.
So that Abine, they call him Abine Mbotomugu, because when he did not find a way, he came back to Berwi. He came and saw that Mundum people, when you asked, say, it's a Saji, they say, Nibeba, no? They just scattered. Everybody was hiding himself. So that they call it Abine. So when this Mundum people, when the Chapche people, they gather. Abine knew that they were going to gather somewhere. He would come down come down in their midst. He asked them, say, no, Juju, not for a chigara. Say one of the
chops
so this has been a bottom. That's a nickname now. He will lost the fire in order to hit hard on his enemies. This has been a bottom.
Okay.
Continue from where we were talking about Abine, talking or singing. Oh, Nijina for.
That's a nice song. I'm sure we could teach that song to our children and our grandchildren.
Yes, so
after the song,
Abine continues.
So, conduct confusion when and Mundum people stayed 7 years without the Mberigi people stayed 7 years without a recognized chief. That is why Bonse came up.
Yeah.
From the name Bonse. That means he just pick him.
Just pick from the ground.
From the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
Not inherited.
Not inherited, okay. Yeah.
Because Amiban, he has so many names. You know, the nickname tells the character of the person.
Yeah.
You see. So, when Abina died, his son.
Be looking at the camera.
Look at the camera.
When Abina died, his successor was essentially. You know, he had the difficulty of situating himself between Meta and Mankoum. So he went down south. I think he disappeared also Bikoko. Essentially is the father of the present chief at Muchus.
Okay. Okay, we'll pause.
So you continue from where Bonsi took over. Bonsi.
No. According to this hearsay, Bonsi took over from 1927.
1927.
Yes, but I was born 1929. So what the say now is what I hear.
Yeah.
Number one, I see.
What you see, yeah.
That to me appears say Mundum people stay for 7 years without a chief.
Yes.
7 years.
I am saying this that I was born in 1929. They say Mundum people say 7 years without a chief.
Yes, I'm listening.
So I am saying that according to history, I was born 1929.
Yeah.
Bonsi took over 1927.
Bonsi took over 1927 before I was born.
Yeah, continue. Yes, continue.
Okay. Let's swap the question. We might come back to that later on. You know that it should have some time to actually recall. Yes. And as we are pushing forward, answers to such questions will come to his mind. But before we continue, we want to acknowledge the presence of Mama in this wonderful interview. Mama, you're welcome. I know you are in your compound, you are in your home bed. I'm welcoming you. Yes. So I think we are going to proceed with the next question. Now this question is from the Tamoukoum himself. Tamoukoum Remiche Tamoukoum. He says the Buwa family is the biggest in the whole of Mundum, and even beyond. Do you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay. So he says, but why is it that the history of the Buwa is being he uses the word relegated? Why is the history of the Buwa relegated by the authorities in place? Why is it relegated by the authorities in place?
That's the question he will answer.
Okay, he is best to answer that question.
Yes.
Okay, I hope he will get it. And he says when the Buwa is relegated, it makes the family to look very insignificant and traditionally powerless. So
that is the view to a whole too. A whole, that is view.
Okay, the whole is view.
Yes.
And so you acknowledge the fact that this relegation of the Buwa family is making the family to look insignificant and traditionally powerless.
True.
So what can be done? What can be done about that? Because
first of all, explain to us who are the Buwa.
Who are the
why
Buwas?
do you claim that they are the majority and the origin?
When the chief that was at Gundum for Buwa.
On what?
Where he was at Gundum.
Yes.
He was a what? For Buwa.
Okay.
And
our chief of our people.
So the they divide according to Mungento.
The palace divides things according to the wives.
To the wives.
Yes.
And it happened that Mama Abensimbi Mono, his own position Abensimbi Mono. Ntimbi Mon has his position as Ntimbia.
The firstborn.
He has his own position as a brother
Okay. Muma is not the head, but he's the firstborn.
He's firstborn.
Yes.
Then Tibienya was the chopche of that family.
Okay.
So Muma and Tibienya Baba Mangewo. Before the other ones getting their position. So they had so the family heads are divided according to Benjamin To.
So the Buwa now, who is the head of the Buwa? Tonight, Buwa people in Mundum.
This where me where I hear say, I tell the story where I hear. Yes, because the story is that Njiwa Ayina Kukuro. I know ye so you know when they get and talk. For nothing, Njiwa. I didn't hear about wa.
Explain that in.
How did he now become Buwa? From the story.
That he came to Tamoukoum.
That he came to the village, Mundum village. It was Kokuro.
Who took him to the palace?
Took him to the palace. They say you go.
He become the chief of the people.
You go and fellowship, partnership.
So
work together.
Who is representing him now? Buwa. Where you say the Buwa came to Mundum?
This is the story I heard.
Who is the Buwa? That means he finally became the head of the Buwa.
So according
Was
to
he
me,
the successor of our?
According to me, the Buwa people neglected Tamoukoum.
I want to get something clear. Who is the successor of our, the founder of the Buwa? Who is the successor? That means who
from where I hear, I always say is Tamoukoum, Mukomuchuma, Nuku.
Tamoukoum. Okay. So explain. Explain that so people can understand how Tamoukoum is the head of the Buwa. Buwa, you say Buwa started, then Muma is the head, is the first son.
Muma.
Then Tebi Njenyango,
Tibia. Abameme Muma Mamba Njindi.
Njindi Buwa.
Njindi Buwa Umo. Njindi which was only.
Okay.
Njindi Mbie.
So, Aben Jindi Buwaken Jindi Wumo. He's the successor, or he is one of the successors, because.
But what Aben so no for at a winning, they began to intermarry.
So that means Buwa does not really have a clear family head. How does it from Buwa to the successor? How take the line right to where Tamoukoum now comes in a very clear perspective as the head.
Then is on Jindi Mbiwe at the Anyam Bizi Bekugaba according to their position. Yes. From that mean be with Buwa and Tarajindi Muraway Yamambo. Kumongin age adi anyama kekia kegala dia kekiana. Ajian dia anyama ina ake gala dia kekiana. The Buwa, but even the Buwa, they know it. Because only the Tamoukoum, winning, Makina, and there's all in TV, I can be a kiki, but Makazombia, then we go on and in the Tamoukoum. I could go PA Mokorrow. He wasn't busy. Gabu. But at Gabu, Gumon, busy what the Anyama Mozi, where the Anyama Mozi.
This question about clarity of, because you know in Mundum there is confusion of who is really the head of the Buwa. Maybe that's why the Buwa is not really represented, because they don't have a clear head. So nothing really, there is like, if you look at other clans, you see their clear lineage, how they went, and now you see they know that this clan, this is the head, there is no debate. So how can we really clarify that this is the Buwa clan and this is the legitimate head?
My view.
Yes, if you want your head.
My view is that Buwa, you always, whatever you matter, you always negate their job chair. They do not take care of the successors. They do not take care of their successors.
Well, that's the weakness. Let's continue with the Buwa. We want to understand something about the Buwa leadership.
Yes. We're talking about the one we're here.
Yeah.
But the one where I don't see them say, Buwa do not respect their successor. Okay. Njindi mama atitong uzi. Njindi tibenya uzi. Njindi mbie. Njindi mbie. Akitambo. Where are these? Not only that.
There is a very clear point that we want here. You see now, we don't want to get into if these people are respecting with this, but we want to have a history of, okay, you say you are a Buwa man and you claim that Buwa is one of the leading tribes in Mundum.
The largest so far,
yeah. That is the largest family.
Now one family. But the other is that they intermarry.
But they don't have a head. They don't have somebody who is leading the family.
In my view is that
because we used to hear of Muchus.
No,
and now we hear of Muma. And now we also know that it's Tamoukoum. Okay,
I am saying
we
that
want to know the clarity.
I am
so
saying
that if somebody watches this documentary and comes to the Buwa point, he gets a clear picture of how the Buwa leadership came from the origin to where he claimed it is rightfully supposed to be. It should be very clearly outlined.
I want to add something to what he's saying. The purpose of what we are doing now is because we don't want history that is told by someone. People want to watch you actually explain it to them. That is what we've never had before. We want you like someone who has that wisdom, who has gone through all these dynasties. You will not be telling us but what you heard, but what you've talked with people and you've seen things happen. So from what he's saying, we actually need a clear history of the Buwa. Who are they? The leadership of the Buwa people.
You see, they came from our, that's our people. From our, how did it move right now that they claim that this is the leadership? How did it move?
That's what we actually need to know.
I always say when I saw.
Yes.
I did not see Tamoukoum, but I was present when one Tamoukoum Timber died. I was present during his burial. Tamoukoum Timber. When Tamoukoum Timber died, it was not his son who succeeded, but his brother. That brother was Number. Okay. When Number died, Accra died. I was not at home. Edison Funga came home, the credit died, and made him successor. And he continued to bear his father's name, Mokorrow. But Mokorrow was only a brother to Tamoukoum.
Okay.
So, Tamoukoum was the direct line.
Yes.
And not Mokorrow.
Not Mokorrow, yeah.
This Tamoukoum had two women, Peter and Kingabe. Peter had only one daughter, one child, a daughter, Mrs. Sana. Then Kingabe had one boy and one daughter, Edison and Teresa Ambo. So when Edison succeeded, one of succeeded, he was succeeding his real father line. He ought to have been given that name Tamoukoum. He was not given that name Tamoukoum, but he continued to bear the name of the father who delivered him. I don't understand. Mokorrow.
Yes.
That is the father who delivered him. But he was a brother to his real father. So this Edison son really took the name of the line, Tamoukoum. In that Tamoukoum was the person who took Muchus to the palace, saying a stranger this. And the phone said, this stranger, be with Tamoukoum. That means Tamoukoum was recognized as a leader.
Then, so how did Muchus now become the head when he was just a stranger?
Muchus was brought in as a stranger and told to live with the Tamoukoum.
Then how did he become head?
Yeah, how did that happen?
You know, a thief, they found the one chop. Yeah. Found a woman jail. Now, when Abina said that before his father died, he said that he should go back to Muchus. Okay. So Muchus was blamed. Then he was the one who was influenced them not to go. That means Muchus has power now.
So Muchus had power. So he just usurped. He just like stole the throne of Tamoukoum.
Oh, okay. if we think of what has happened of recent, because of this story, Muchi knows it, and the phone knows it. They have Muchi too. He knows the fact better than me telling. I'm only saying what I've heard. Muchi too knows the fact. But according to what they perform at home, was that there? That is why I want proper records of what was performed at home. But then, Songo went in the Mutamko. Songo went in the Mutamko. Tamoukoum, I guess also Umum was present now. Did all those things. There are some people who do not know that it's the Tamoukoum slime who seem to have supported Muchi to
claim the title.
At one time they became told that they were very powerful. So they begin to say, Buwa will not tour. He said, Buwa will Tamoukoum.
Okay. So yes. Okay, that means from what I can gather is Muchi came as a stranger, Tamoukoum took him to the palace, and then because he was powerful, they manipulated and he was like the head of the Buwa.
Yes.
And now finally Muchi has given back the title of head of Buwa to Tamoukoum. That is the clear proof to show that Tamoukoum is the head of the Buwa.
Is the Buwa the one that they should go in and accept Tamoukoum?
Okay. And then now they can get back their power. Yes, it's very clear. I think
Now, are you clear with that explanation? Because
from what he has explained,
yes,
Muchi came in as a stranger. Tamoukoum took him to the palace.
yes,
And because Muchi was so powerful, he manipulated the palace and now was like the head of the Buwa.
and to gain a position in the Buwa, yes,
in the Buwa, and finally was like the head of the Buwa. But now finally Muchi has given back the title to Tamoukoum as the proof that Tamoukoum was the head of the Buwa.
Based on what you are saying, like from the pictures you are going to watch now, because I have the images. While in the village, when the present Tamoukoum was enthroned, the Muchis were there. They handed over powers to Tamoukoum.
To show that he is
the head of the Buwa. So now, as you rightly said, some of those questions should be answered by the Tamoukoum himself, the present Tamoukoum himself. So we will not labor on that. That is, we were on his question. So we've understood now, because he talked of making the family looking insignificant and traditionally powerless. But I believe after powers have been handed back,
with the clear leadership now. Like for instance, the Buwa now to support him to exercise that power.
Yes.
No, one man. Now the people who support him give power.
Yeah. It therefore means now it is a place of the present Tamoukoum to see how he can bring back the powers of all the various families, especially the Buwa dynasty, which is the most powerful. So
the majority.
The majority. Okay, let's go to another question. Another question here, it comes from Ngwanibakletus. From Ngwanibakletus. He says, good morning to the family. Papa could enlighten us on the brief history of the family. That he has already done. why the nomenclature of the various quarters of Mundum 1. Yes, why have they named quarters in Mundum 1? Like we have Tambu, we have Munam, we have Shugete, we have Berewi, Alori, Nibeba. Why do we have Jinki? Why do they have those names? Is there a significance based on their positions, or did they name those places based on some individuals who took those places? Who became the first, let's say, quarter heads or leaders of those places? Yes.
I have some small.
Then you have?
I have some small stories to say.
Okay.
About Mary.
Yeah.
Mbari, the black.
Black.
Mbari, black.
Black, yes.
Mbari. They say it's Bambuluwi who's first stated in that place. And that tree was there between, we have the old mission and Tonto there.
Yeah.
That was the main Mbariwe, that was there. Mbariwe, Mbuluwi, Mbariwe. That Mbariwe is appetite. That small black thing. Now the only food that was not, you always see in the palace. You go in the palace, they give you to, if you take a drink water.
Okay.
You have an appetite. That is bamboo with people. First stay in that place. It's a very fertile place. From where you have the old mission or the palace, you are going up to Tonto Ono. That place like that, when the sun was down, that was where the Mbari was. That bamboo the first stayed there. Now, if you go down for watching program, you have it, they plant it as a fruit now. You can see place only that black plum.
Yeah, the black plum. There's the small black. Yeah. It therefore means, if I can understand, the origin of Mberewi is from what you've explained.
Yes.
Mberewi. Yes. So, is it the same explanation you give us for the other?
No, they are different.
They are different. Let's go.
Okay.
Munam.
That in those days, because of the forest, there was always vapor there.
That's
you
fog.
see, no road passed through Munam. The only road to Mbari was through Tambu and Lori, going that hill there. That down there was only hunting land, wild animals. That is why the first people who went there, they were hunters.
Yes.
Were bobbing to Nyamsi and Nyambi, all this. They had the Kwarakwara. They were hunters. That was the road, only through the hill. All this side was Bengusini. There's always a cloud. You know this here.
So Munam talks about
when we eat Munam, there was always
a cloud.
So Mundum is the cloud.
The cloud.
Clouds.
Cloudy area.
Yes.
Dark clouded area.
Dark on Bengusini. The vegetable
That Mundum means black bush.
Mundum has a black bush. From black bush going down Nam, you always see clouds.
Okay.
Cloudy. I understand now. Now we climb from Munam and we are going up. We come across Dambu.
Yes. In Tambu, you know, the road was passed, the main road was passing through Tambu. So it became a haunting area. When they burned the grass, all the animals go where has not been burned. It becomes hunting ground.
Yes.
They go where there's water is available. So men and people follow animals. So having a dog was an advantage because you have seen some people in Tambo only live on hunting, no? So every people, especially the family on Wanaba, depended upon hunting. The family of Nkani. So there's a story. My uncle Musongyam, Musongyam, had his only back where they will give him that when Nka Musongyam was only with his own back, they will move the Musong. Put him. He is only to put Musong. You come Musong me. I knock Musong me. The one was to carry all that. You know what Musongyam is?
It's it.
No. When you kill any animal, inside here there's a lining of 3 steak. The steak is called the steak. That is Musong Munyama. Musong Munyama. His back was only to carry that Musong from Guanaba or from Ka.
Yes.
You see that can be a very honorable job now. You carry the Musong, no, you go and give, no, you also get your own. He all has his back. Any animal that you kill, there's this steak. Have you missed it or you want it again?
No, it's okay. Now we are done with Tambo.
You go now.
We'll move forward. Or do we take a lorry? Let's take a lorry here.
A lorry.
From there we go to
Shugete.
yeah, Shugete before we cross to Niveba.
A lorry.
Yeah.
Between the Catholic school and the other side,
Yes.
there was always water inside there. At a certain time, water will stand.
Yeah.
There was also, sometimes you get some type of fish there. Fish. Some type of small fish.
So a lorry is water. It's like a pond.
A pond.
A pond. Yeah.
A pond.
Okay, the name was determined from that.
Yes. They used to do some that say, a lorry.
Then sugar tape.
Sugar tape. Sugar tape is that why should I forget this name? Anambing. This is Anambing Nabinke. The time they were at Chafe, it is said that history has it that it was Anambing who first went to Muchus. So they were calling that Muchus Afona Nambing.
Okay.
One moved Nambing right down there and he went and he settled at that sugar tape.
Yes.
There's a place where they are Nambing settled.
Yes.
And Nabunke. There's a very big stone there, very big stone like this house there around there. So the road, that big road, the road was either following up the hill through, listen now.
Yes, I'm getting. I'm getting you.
Tamoukoum, that all hill there.
Yes.
Or through that valley, through that Anambeng. So, you know at table now, somebody came and threw, whether he forgot or what, their table. Now, see, we're not rotten.
Yes.
It was thrown there.
Thrown there, yes.
So, when people come now, you have to go only through Michi Hill, through Mbubukova, through the school, and go down, or you pass through the sugar table. That through Anambeng Hill, no? That way, that table was there for a very long time.
Okay.
So it was describing the road through up the hill there and whatever there, or through the valley where you have that table.
That's where that table was through. Just to describe that. Where that table was
there for a long time. We weren't just show table. Because that table was there, many people passed and saw it.
So when you see, they understand the area.
Then we have
finally became the quarter. We have
Nibeba and Nibeba should have something to do with hills. If I'm not mistaken.
No, Nibeba.
Because I went there once, the hills.
No, yes. Nibeba. I'm not again, that time Abine came down, he will ask, where is this one? Sajag. You know, Apakayina. There was also speaking about Nibeba. That site. Nobody was bold enough to go and show where
they were.
Okay. People were scattered.
Okay.
They have remained 7 years without.
Nibeba means far away.
Far away.
Yeah, far away. That side. Nibeba. That side. That is from Jumafon. The Nibeba. Nibeba. They don't know where he is.
Then Jinki should have something to do with water.
In Jinki. In Jinki, that is across the stream.
Across the stream. Okay.
And across the stream, when you live in Mberewi, you go like that. You already cross the stream before you reach that place there.
Okay.
In Jinki.
Okay, so Daddy, now we've talked about the history. Are you satisfied about the history so far? Somehow. Do you have any question about the history before we change the face of the
there was something about something about Nkwifo.
Nkwifo, yes. Niba Messi ask a question about Nkwifo.
I have no idea. the idea which I should have been asking is Tamoukoum.
We are asking you that question.
I have never had, and I know about Alubu.
So where is it? Whenever we go to the village, there's this aspect of Nkwifo. So you should, because I remember the last time I was in the village, you were the one who came and told us to go into the house. That tonight Nkwifo will come out. And we respected it because those were words from an elderly person. So you should best tell us. You can't tell us
that Nkwifo was coming from Muchi.
From the Muchi?
Yeah. It's Muchi that should say whether that Nkwifo was taken from Tamoukoum or Nayeon.
Wait. It means you are now telling me you were respecting a tradition that you don't even know the origin? Because you see it. Or are you dodging from the?
No, I'm not dodging from that. I do not. I've never been a member of Nkwifo.
So why did you respect it? Why did you respect the Nkwifo?
It was coming from Muchi now.
Okay, you just respected because it came from the Muchi.
Yeah, the Muchi was talking of Nkwifo. Did you see me even go there?
No, I was locked up in the house because we're respecting tradition.
So what was the role of the Nkwifo?
What's the role? Yes.
I do not know because I've never become a member.
Okay. I mean, it's a secret
something.
Yeah.
So if I can really understand, you were just following it just like myself.
Following the tradition.
Just following the tradition, what you were told.
Yeah. That at the Sungum now quick for wind.
Okay.
The because it moved to a woman, no one is quick for Muchagana. Sungum Tamoukoum.
Yes.
Because it Tamoukoum quick for Muchi. Then none of the men for.
So let me understand something now. Based on the history, the Muchus have handed over powers to the Tamoukoum.
Yeah.
And from what you are saying, Kwifo came as a result of the Muchus family.
Yeah,
It don't mean now
yeah.
Kwifo is not supposed to exist anymore.
That is Kwifo Tigers Muchi with Tamoukoum. Namia asked that one.
I've seen Kwifo Figo cry Muchi, they no cry Tamoukoum. No.
Tigers as Ungum, Mutamoukoum, Timbi Mutamoukoum, Kwifo was Tamoukoum Zimon, Kwifo weighing. Is abnormal now?
It's abnormal, yes.
Yeah.
It don't mean now to close up this point, we will say the Kwifo is the idea of the Muchus dynasty.
Yes, that means the Buwa does not have.
The Buwa does not have Kwifo.
No, I cannot say so. No, Buwa no.
Okay, you don't. You cannot.
Okay,
really, you are not sure.
You are not sure.
Yeah,
that
no,
answer.
You don't have it.
Not them no.
Okay.
You know, I went me to school. That 10 years old, and I've never really participated home.
Now let me ask this question. What is your position in this family? Who are you in this family? Because we are now conducting an interview.
Yeah.
On you.
My position.
Who are you in the family? What is your position?
My
in the
position in the family is that strong family is that one created by my mother.
family? The mother from Mancon.
From Mankom.
Yes.
That my mother married Rav Chenmi. Rav Funmi. Okay. Come.
I'm not there. Chenwe and Fumu, yes.
My mother married Chenmi and Funmi, who were twins. Twins.
Yes.
Okay. Chenmi delivered my brother.
Yes.
Delivered my sister. And he died.
Yes.
The oldest boy in the family now was not my brother, but Funu's son, Mokorrow.
Yes.
My mother was the strong person who now married Funu's son.
Yes.
Okay. When he married this Funu's son, he now went in for a young woman for that Funu's son and also for her own son.
Yes.
It is this Funu's son, my mother, and me who work for these two women.
Okay.
Okay. So when Cherry died, Funu's son delivered me. And when my father died, my brother, Chenyu's son, took the two women now were belonging to my brother. So that family now is I am now all the children of my brother are my own children. My brother, one mommy, and his children. And I've treated that. I've worked like that.
Yes.
I'm talking now of my mommy's position now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you see, Mokorrow, Abomu, Funwe,
Yeah.
Funwe, Abomu, Ngwambo Bukwanga, Ngwambo Bukwanga, Abomu, Tamoukoum.
Tamoukoum.
So, even in the family of the Tamoukoum now, I'm the eldest.
You're the eldest, yes.
Yes. And my wish is that this family is one. If they want to divide, they cannot divide it when I'm still alive.
Yes, we are coming to that. Well, there is a question too about that sector, what you're about to see. So, if I can understand your position in this family is that you are the eldest child.
Yes.
Alive.
Yes.
Okay.
That is.
Okay.
So
that's
I'm the shepherd.
You are the shepherd. That is well. No, that is well.
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
I'm supposed to advise.
Okay. Okay. Now. Okay, as the eldest person of the Buwa dynasty, the Tamoukoum family. That is why we are here.
No, you say Buwa or Tamoukoum family?
Tamoukoum.
Okay.
Tamoukoum. That is why we have come now for you to give us this wonderful wisdom that you've just put on tape. Now, but we tend to realize that the Tamoukoum family is not really united.
No.
That's my problem. Now my credit.
Yes.
I expect them because I have
Yes.
asked Semaya.
Semaya, yes.
Yes. He's the older one of the Kokuru, no?
The oldest, yes.
I've asked him to get people together, especially the women, because I wanted to talk to Mami Emilia. I think she Namafo, no?
Now for years.
He has to take care of the compound to know that her position is such that she cannot compare with any other person.
Normally, yes.
And also to come together and let the coming together, let the women also understand her position. You see? So I expected Semaya to summon that meeting. You hear me?
I'm getting you.
But Semaya has not been able to do anything. I expect a meeting that Emilia will be at home. I talk to the women and say Emilia is where Mafo, living Mafo, nobody top chair.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Daddy, now, what we are doing now, they will have a copy of what we have done. And they will listen and they will watch you speaking. Even if they haven't made that effort to bring the Tamoukoum family together. Because we cannot sit and watch this great family, the great Tamoukoum family, being divided. Either the division is caused by either division is caused by us, or a division is caused by people from outside. So I would like you to talk. You look at the camera and you talk to them. You see, I would like you now, you look at this camera and you talk to each and every one of them. Give them strong instructions, firm instructions on how you want them to unite this family. Even in the dialect or in English or any language, I want you to talk to them.
abana age Buwa ni bangwizi mo ngwizi mo chendindi atondije che biga man jagna win jagna bumo che boya bumo che kumba kuwe bana jinani awi bon ma wata na age bitabacha buwa abijechi bita bizina wi kizena tu bukwitene wi bonobo magimega nani abo bijibindi buwa oba mu buwa mbanjinde ko anjinde we winizi abazanga all right abong na gi ubanjindini zinda gi njiti undamachia Kecong ni gina bade yine be to ngona te gana be zina ga kamace mutai ci wa kan jinde tayi na bawo kan jinde tayi na bawo mo zenjinde town kizela ji uchi kwite mong na ga akineng ba mo bichiengwa nchembere yini madem no okoro ndigana bichiwu ntumunga mungawe buzo agi anongwindi akibati chongchuo bana jingwindi ngwindi gu je anjindi gana tokomo nsade mo wude gana o una de mubuwa kiwo atache yisi bitabache baje maka ko ayiti sana abana age ma banaga na age babu wabe na age nika bijibin di batin ninka abuna ninka bijibin di be petu bunga bine de zone njinde ma akumi emu ye birgum bor buga kwite mawe na ajeno bula mada mawe awi na gana ni mboni ndizi maka na ai bijibu ndi bu wa be so kurunin bizi ni bibu samna jinde we ni mbini bu mongje position we ana adi mbizi so kununi bici na bici bindi bici ni bungu kan ciye bugu ma we bungu be ke ningna ana mawana ge bana ke nuruti wata no bu jibinde bu na bu wana bangone ne zonji mazie ngoto zonji ma ke ngoba ukudi wo je se ki ngoto to ba mega ne bu jibinde be mbibe abi zena ge bu mo abi adi eze wala chada nyina ga nyoko kan dege abu ga angki ga ganin bi ni shi na bu o mata moto nin kamo mon dege ga fuma ke de yina yu fuma yina an ko ande de mo bu ga mara mo na mo bo ngoto bon tambo ni gungo kono we tibuna ganche di amo tunga mbungwi kan kwete ngwi chini bo mo ti mu tseje tubu ke ngo chabo ya we ba wana ari buna wudi ma de bobuna aw ka fuma gina fuma bo nyako gwe nyok ngacha anya nyako kwite ga na ge buna ka wada de ni tsi na ko nigno ni to bon